Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. It is Monday, October 28th. And since my last Parole in Place update on Friday, there have been a series of filings in the case. And so I wanted to provide a brief update on what has been happening. Substantively, not much has changed, right? There have been a series of amicus briefs filed, in part by American Families United, by ALA, supporting DHS. Now, an amicus brief is a friend of the court. In other words, it's not a party to the case, but someone who has an interest in the case. So they take a position and they file these briefs to be considered by the judge. So a few amicus briefs were filed on Friday. Additionally, responses to the other side's trial briefs were filed by both sides. So previously, the government, DHS, had filed a motion for summary judgment and its trial brief, and now Texas and the states responded on Friday. Likewise, Texas and the states had filed their trial briefs and motions for summary judgment, and DHS responded to those on Friday. Now, again, the substance of those is very similar to what we've already seen, and essentially reiterating their positions from their trial briefs and their own respective motions for summary judgment. The one thing I did want to clarify, though, is that I think there was some misinformation regarding the judge's order, or maybe it was stipulations that had been filed. I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday of last week. And one of the clauses in that was that no live witnesses will be permitted. Now, this does not mean, and I think there was misinformation, this does not mean that arguments are going to be made on paper only. It means just that. No witnesses to give testimony will be able to be presented. In a trial, there are two main elements to the trial. There's the legal component and there's the factual component. The law has to be supported by the facts. One way to support the facts, right, is by presenting evidence, and one type of evidence is live witnesses. Essentially what they're saying is they're not going to be allowing those live witnesses in. They're just going to present their positions or their statement of fact via affidavit. That said, the legal arguments will be made orally by the attorneys based on perhaps some affidavits that had been filed and stipulated to. In other words, they are not contesting what is in those affidavits. So I wanted to clarify that point. There's still going to be legal, verbal, oral arguments made on November 5th. And a series of other evidence introduced. So again, that's kind of all of the filings from Friday. I'm not going to go into the substance of them, only because no real new position has been presented, right, by either side. It's a lot of the same, a lot of reiterating what they've already put on the record, but just making a record of it in their responses. So I hope this helps. And if there is some substantive change, then I will make sure to, inform you all and make a video updating regarding that substantive change.